Alrighty, welcome into another episode of Getting Technical, brought to you by Better and Green. Wyatt, our final conference tournament breakdown here. We are talking the Big East. Just got done filming the SEC, and this is a breath of fresh air to only have, what seems like half the teams in the Big East that we had in the SEC. But interested to hear your breakdown here. For me, it's pretty clean cut, but how are you looking at the Big East tournament bracket?
Yeah, I usually start by talking about teams that are on the bubble. Doesn't look like there's any in the Big East. With that being said, the winner of the Big East does get an auto bid, so any team is able to make obviously March Madness here. But I believe it's St. John's, Connecticut, and Villanova are the three teams that are in the tournament. I don't think Seton Hall has the opportunity with their current resume to make it. So again, not a whole lot of bubble watch here, but like I said, if you win the Big East tournament, you get an auto bid. Starting off in round one, Providence Butler, hear me out. Providence Butler game one, double OT. Providence Butler game two, double OT. Are we not taking Providence Butler round one to go to overtime? I mean, I think that's just the trifecta here. So with that being said, it's an absolute coin flip. I am going to take Providence here. But like I said, you might as well just flip a coin in that game. Don't really have a whole lot of intel there for you. Marquette and Xavier, I will take Marquette. Don't love it. This Marquette team's not great, but we have seen them pull off a couple upsets. They're just coming off an upset against Connecticut for the final game of the regular season here. Xavier's on a downhill spiral here, so I guess I'll take Marquette. I don't think they're fantastic. We'll make an interesting round two matchup, though. And then DePaul and Georgetown. I'm going to take a shot on Georgetown. They're a little higher on KenPom. KenPom actually has Georgetown winning this game. They are the 11th seed against the 6th seed, but Georgetown has a couple more better quality wins. I'll take a shot on the Hoyas to win that game. On to round two, Providence, St. John's. I'll take St. John's pretty easily there. Seton Hall and Creighton. I'm going to take a shot on Creighton to maybe make some noise in the Big East. I mean, it's Creighton. They're historically a Big East powerhouse. They've struggled a lot this year. Just not sold on Seton Hall, so give me Creighton there. Marquette and Connecticut. I think UConn absolutely destroys Marquette after losing that final game of the regular season, and which ultimately led them to lose the Big East. I think UConn is going to absolutely put the belt to ass there. And then Georgetown, Villanova, I'll take Villanova to advance. That brings us to St. John's and Creighton. I think it's just going to be too much for Creighton, so give me St. John's here. And then Connecticut and Villanova, it's got to be Connecticut here. And I really have a hard time seeing it not be a St. John's UConn matchup in the Big East championship game. So I think that's what everyone wants. St. John's won the regular season Big East title. I think UConn wins the Big East tournament title. So give me the Huskies of Connecticut to win the Big East.
Well, I'll get into mine here in just a second. Before I do, though, guys, if you have made it this far in the video, it tells me you probably have enjoyed it so far. So hit that like button for us. We really appreciate that. Let us know in the comments as well who your pick is to win the Big East. Do you have a team that's going to get the auto bid and steal a spot here, or do you have UConn, Villanova, St. John's? Let us know. While you're at it, consider hitting that subscribe button as well. We really do appreciate it. But yeah, for me, you stole my notes on Providence Butler with the overtime thing. I too noticed that, but honestly, these first three games, it's a coin flip for all three, in my opinion. It's not going to matter who wins either way. I'll go Butler, Marquette, DePaul. Take the higher seed in all of them, but it doesn't matter. This is a conference of two good teams, one decent team. The rest are terrible. So, it doesn't really matter there. But like I said, Butler, Marquette, DePaul in round one. Cream's going to rise to the top, in my opinion. St. John's over Butler, Seton Hall over Creighton, UConn over Marquette, Villanova over DePaul. We're going to have the top four seeds advancing to the Final Four. Again, I just don't think – I'll go out and say it. I don't think a team outside of UConn or St. John's has a shot to win this tournament. So, yes, I am going to have St. John's advancing over Seton Hall. I will have UConn advancing over Villanova. And I, too, am going to have UConn taking the conference tournament. Like you said, kind of let the outright conference slip out of their grasp in that final game against Marquette. Think they take it back against St. John's. I'm still not that big of a St. John's believer at all. I do think UConn, I know they kind of play down to their competition. A lot of people think that's a red flag going into the tournament. But it wouldn't shock me if they win again. I hope not. Well, I have a future on them, so I kind of want them to, but hate Dan Hurley. But this team's good. Good. They have the championship pedigree, so I like UConn.
Yeah, that UConn team's kind of weird. They've lost a couple games that we don't usually see them losing. I know they lost to St. John's, which is whatever. In that second game against St. John's, I think they won by like 30 plus points. If they really care, if they really put all their effort in, this UConn team easily can win not just the Big East, but March Madness. So, yeah, I like your picks. I like that short, sweet, to the point. I really can't see a whole lot of upsets here in the Big East. So let us know what you guys think and who you have winning the Big East tournament.
Yeah, might be worth putting a future on UConn there. I don't know the price, but if you can get any plus money, I think St. John's is the favorite. So I might look into that. But guys, that will wrap it for all of our conference tournament breakdowns. Again, we do have the big or the SEC out right now as well. And then yesterday we put out the ACC, the Big 10, and the Big 12. So if you're interested in those, they're up on our page right now. Go check those out. We really appreciate it. We'll be back next week for a lot of tournament. We're probably gonna go over some strategies, maybe some futures. We're gonna be breaking down kind of game by game, or at least matchup by matchup type breakdown. So we're gonna be having basically coverage on every single March Madness game moving forward. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But we thank you guys for watching. Until next week, we'll see you for another episode of Getting Technical, brought to you by Better and Green.
Welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, hey. Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast, Better and Green.